Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cute and Confused Podcast. I'm your host, Hannah Aline. And today, oh my gosh, first, I wanted to apologize for disappearing. I'm so sorry. My life has been so cuckoo bananas. Like, oh my goodness. So, this is going to be a little update episode, a little yap sesh, just like going with the flow. I'm trying to be more dedicated to this podcast. I'm also trying to upload more on my YouTube channel. Haven't done that again, but I'm trying real hard, y'all. Like I mentioned, a lot is going on. So let's just dive right into that. So, oh my goodness, I don't even know. I don't even know when I last spoke to y'all. I know we did the intro episode. I hope you guys did enjoy the intro episode. Oh my gosh, hi. I don't know why I did that. But I hope we enjoyed the intro episode. And I guess here I am today. Is my mic working? Yes, it is. Today I just wanted to talk. Girl, you already said you want to. I'm crazy. So, updates. So, oh my goodness. So, I think it was last week. Okay, so it's Sunday as I'm filming this. So it wasn't this week before, but it was the week before. I think it was the last week of July. Last week of July. A lot happened. My mom ended up going to the hospital. She gets hospitalized a lot. Like she's in the hospital a lot. She has a lot of like chronic health issues. This time was she had really high blood pressure and chest pain. She ended up finding out she has trigger warning, by the way, medical talk. She has like what's it called? An aneurysm in her chest, and that she has some nodules on her liver, something like that. So we got some things going on. She's gonna see her doctor tomorrow on Monday. I think today's August 10th. So tomorrow is August 11th. So she's going to see her doctor tomorrow. And tomorrow, so all is good with her. Tomorrow, I see my caseworker. I have a mental health caseworker, and that is exciting. I'm going to see her. She took me to the food pantry last week. We're figuring out a bunch of like housing stuff because we want to move from this apartment. It is awful here. If you've seen my YouTube videos, you've heard me rant about this place countless times. But I'm trying to find some housing. She's helping us with that, food pantries. She's also like helping me figure out like getting a job there. Once I finish services with them and find a psychiatrist elsewhere, because I am a social work major, and they're like, oh my gosh, you could be like a peer support counselor, not counselor, but a peer support person, and I could help work there too. So she's like trying so hard with me, and she's like, I don't know, it feels like she's like doing her job, like helping me, and also like, I don't know, being like a mentor, like, crafting me to be perfect. Well, not perfect, but to work there. And it's so exciting. Oh my gosh. And then as I go through I'm getting my associates in social work. I graduate next summer. So in 2026, probably by August 2026, I will have graduated. And then I'll be working my bachelor's and do that. During that, I'll probably be able to move up and whatever, but also social media is always the goal. But I really do want to have my degrees. I think it'd be so cool to have a couple degrees. Like my associates, it's like basic. I wanted to start with, okay, so usually when people do their associates, they start with general ed classes. Me, I couldn't. I wanted to do school and I wanted to get degrees, but I know how my brain works. I had to start with doing classes I'm interested in, or else none of it would feel worth it. So I started getting my associates in social work. I'm taking all my classes for that. And then I think when I go to a 4 year for the rest of the 2 years after I graduate so I could get my bachelor's. Then I'm gonna do the gen ed stuff. But right now I'm just doing all my social work stuff. That's so exciting. Um, yeah, very exciting. But yeah, I just want to get my degrees because I have a lot of plans that I want to take care of like later down the line once my I don't want to say brand, but like once I take off and be successful in the creator space and I'm living where I want to live and I'm making the kind of money and networking the way I want to, then I'll be able to use my social work degrees to put in my nonprofit into play when I move where I want to move. So I think that's really exciting. I have a lot of plans, and I also think with the nonprofit, I think having least a bachelor's at the very least in social work, maybe get like, I don't know, whatever. At least having a bachelor's in science social work will at least make me feel as though I am a little bit more able to do things and help people with the nonprofit. So that is fun. So I just finished my summer classes. I finished the 7th. Thursday the 7th of August. I took my final that day. I did not I think I got a C on my final. That was embarrassing, but I think I'm ending that class with a low B, and that's fine. I'll take a B, y'all. I will take a B, okay? I really was hoping for an A. I did not get an A, which is weird because in high school I was awful. I would do terrible in high school. Just C's, D's, F's. Like I had to retake so many classes, almost super senior. So seeing me do so good in college is like a culture shock. I'm like, this is not who is this? So doing good right now. My GPA before they input my statistics summer class. Statistics so hard. I hate statistics with every fiber of my being. My GPA right now before they enter that is a 3.842. My goal is to graduate with a 3.8 or higher. I think my GPA will drop to a 3.7 after the statistic class, the grades get put in. That's gonna break my heart, but I'll be fine. um, maybe I'll be fine. I don't know. That gives me a lot of anxiety, but I want to at least graduate with a 3.8 somewhere. I think that would be very terrific. Comparing myself to high school, yeah, 3.8 will be stellar. So I'm doing good with that. And then I start my fall semester August 18th. So that is super exciting. I literally just have like less than a week to relax because Monday my caseworker comes. And then I think Wednesday, I have an appointment with my primary doctor, and we are going to be discussing weight loss. I want to try to start losing weight, but I want to see if my insurance covers any weight loss medication because as y'all can tell, I'm a big girl, but I want to lose weight, but I've been in so much pain every day, like whether it be like my lower back or like my shoulders or my ankles or my knees. Like I'm just like always in pain and it's really frustrating. So I want to talk to her about getting a referral to a physical therapist so I can start moving my muscles better again. And also, I want to try to get on a medication. I'm not really sure which medication yet. I was looking over the meds that my insurance covers, and they used to not cover certain ones, and now it looks like they are, so I'm not 100% sure. But if they do cover certain ones, I'm going to cry because that would just help me so much. And I really do. When I'm not in pain and like I have a good fan on me and I'm not complaining too much about the heat, I really do like exercising. Like I really do, especially when I feel like I can nail it, especially in the gym. I think especially my home, not home gym, my apartment's gym. Because if I go to Planet Fitness, y'all, I will have so much anxiety. Especially like I said, being a bigger girl, I will get so much anxiety at a Planet Fitness. I know I went there a few times before with my friend. A couple years ago, we would go to Planet Fitness and it's just so anxiety inducing. Last time I went there, I had a panic attack. I don't think it was a panic attack. I had an anxiety attack, but still, it was a lot. And yeah, so yeah, working out, gonna be taking my medication. Super exciting. Oh my god. Sorry. I had one thing happen while my mom was in the hospital, and I sidetracked, and this was like something that really like stopped me from wanting to upload, like really threw me in a spiral. So my cat Bailey, also trigger warning about pet loss. My cat Bailey, um she was pregnant by one of my cats, Milo. By the way, I am getting Milo fixed the second my financial aid hits. I swear to goodness, I'm getting him fixed. So please do not be hard on me for this. I feel so horrendously terrible. So and I also have a girl cat, Quinny, and they're both not fixed. So they were both pregnant from Milo, and I think a few days before, like, the 30th, Quinny had given birth to stillborns, but, um no, like, the week before the 30th, and then, like, the few days before the 30th, Bailey had given birth to her little litter. She had, like, an 8 kitten litter, but she was really, like, detached right away. She lost a lot of blood, and she just was really tired, and over a couple days, she wasn't eating and wasn't drinking and was hardly going to the bathroom. She wasn't, like, cleaning herself, and it was really so depressing, and thankfully, Quinny was there to help the kittens be, they can eat from her, so I was so grateful for that, but, Bailey was having accidents on herself, and, when my mom was in the hospital, I don't remember what day it was, I think it was the 30th. Bailey had an accident on herself, and, I took her into the bath, and I was trying to clean her up. I literally put her in the bathtub, and in the bathtub, there was just, like, a little bit of water, like, only up to her, like, little toes, barely anything, um, and half the bath had, like, a few couple inches, and then the other half was just dry, so it wasn't a lot, and I was just trying to wash her and clean her, and I think she, like, went into shock, and then, like, 30 minutes later, she passed away, and it was a really, really, really hard week, few days, whatever. Um, it was really hard. My mom was in the hospital for, like, blood pressure issues, and I called her. I was sobbing. I think I sobbed that day every hour for, like, 11 hours. It was a really hard day, and just everything kept going wrong that day. I had 3 hours of sleep the night before because the kittens were screaming, and it was just a really rough day. Thankfully, I called my caseworker sobbing, and it wasn't her day to come in. I was like, I was trying to figure out a way to, like, take care of Bailey, and I didn't know what to do. So she called the animal control services out here, and then the animal control officer, she came and she helped assess, like, what to do. She took Bailey, and she also was able to take the 8 kittens to the Humane Society, and at the Humane Society, they were able to cremate Bailey and, put her in a little garden because I didn't have the funds for an urn and all that, and I would have broken my heart to see that every day, but she was, like, at the place where the Humane Society sends her to be cremated, like, they spread her ashes in a little garden, and it's so beautiful. Hold, please. Oh, so it's nice she'll be able to go in a garden. She was a stray, so she was so sweet. I would get a lot of anxiety sometimes thinking about, like, what would we do if we had to move? Like, I don't wanna get rid of any of my cats, and just thinking of losing her hurt the most because I knew, like, I kind of felt her pain, like, feeling, like, abandoned. Like, I felt that kind of pain since she was a stray, and I just felt it in my chest, and I would always cry because I loved her so much, like, even before this happened. So it was a lot. I don't know why I'm crying. I thought I got all my tears out over this. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Hold, please. I just love Bailey. I miss her, and I feel, like, awful, and I really do wish I could have done something. I just there's so many I wish there was something different. I miss her so much. But let me, like, compress, I don't know, let me just get my feelings in order, and then we can get back to the podcast. Because I don't want to cry. I mean, I already did cry, but I don't want to, like, break out into tears. So let me compose myself real quick. Okay, I'm back. Um that's basically all the updates. There's always so much going on in my life. I really want to start doing topics on this podcast. I have a few, see, my dogs are out. I have a few ideas that I wrote down of topics I want to cover. I want to do a Justin Bieber episode, honestly. I really want to talk about Justin Bieber. And I have all the notes written. I just have not had the energy. I was going to film it a few weeks ago, but things happened. Um, and I was gonna do an episode talking about the girl on TikTok who fell in love with her psychiatrist, because that is just so interesting. It is so interesting. I just, but I'm not gonna do it. There's takes all over on TikTok, there's already takes on YouTube. So I'm not gonna cover that. But let me know what kind of topics you guys want me to cover. I'm gonna do a lot. I want to like talk about a lot of things. Like maybe I'll do a One Direction episode. I like that it's the title of this podcast is cute and confused. Always I'm gonna think it's so cute because like I don't know. I could just like learn things and talk about things and talk about learning about things. Talk about learning about things. And just, educate and be educated. I think it's cutesy. But yeah, I'm sorry this is another short podcast up, but I hope you guys are enjoying, me being me. um, that was embarrassing. But I am gonna go, darlings. I wish this podcast up was longer. I'm going to be trying to make longer episodes. I think my update episodes are short, but once I start getting into the motion of things, y'all, it's gonna be solid. It's gonna be swag. It's gonna be sick. So buckle your seat belts, bros. What? I don't know, dogs. Let's just be excited. Um, how do I end this podcast? I don't know. But I'm gonna go. Thank you guys for watching today's episode of Cute and Confused. Um, I don't know how to end this. I need to figure out an ending, but I love you guys. Stay curious. I don't know. Bye.